Let's talk about 10 common mistakes that new property investors make. Number 1, not having a clear investment strategy. Most of the new property investors, they have no clear strategy or goal. What to buy, where to buy, when to buy, and how to buy. They're not even surrounded by the right team members that could help you devise your investment strategy goals and achieve them faster. Number 2, emotion-driven investment decisions. The investors focus on buying the perfect investment property and they get attracted towards the cosmetic. The emotions take over and they buy an overpriced property with all the bells and whistles that as a property investor you may not need. Number 3, undervalue the power of cash flow. Investors may be able to afford a couple of negative cash flow properties and they may get some tax benefits of the negative gearing, but eventually it restricts your borrowing capacity and your future serviceability. Number 4, buy the prettiest property. The next mistake that new property investors usually make is they buy the best property in the best street. They wanted to buy the perfect property, but that is not true. You're not going to live into that property, so it does not meet your lifestyle. You need to meet the lifestyle of a tenant who is going to live into that property, not yourself. The focus should be buying an average property as long as it has good bones and structure in the perfect street. This will help you to build your cash flow and your capital gain by renovations and few other strategies that could put in place. Number 5, financial awareness and safety net. Investors failing to understand the market risk. What if the property market goes pear-shaped and you don't have the enough buffer or financial strategy in place to survive in those days? What if interest rates hike or you lose your job or business and you don't have any income for the next 6 or to 12 months? Do you have a survival contingency plan in place? Number 6, failing to do research. Investors could be making emotional decisions and they fail to do enough research around the area, the zone, the suburbs, the street, and even the property they wanted to buy and invest. Investors tend to fail on some of the things such as looking into your property value, the property history, the vacancy rate, yield, and what the amenities are around and surround that house or that property. Number 8, underestimating expenses. Not understanding expenses and their impact on the cash flow is a big risk that new property investors they wear. Usually the mindset is, I would just go and save the down payment and this is enough for me to buy an investment property. The reality is there are many expenses that a landlord needs to manage, such as council rates, maintenance, compliance, land tax, insurance, water rates, and all these expenses can sum up to quite a bit if you don't have any contingency plan in place. Number 9, selling the property out of fear. As I mentioned before, the industry may have its own ups and downs as well, so you may see the peaks and dips within the property market as well. The property game might be risky for those investors who haven't done enough research on the points number 1 to number 8, which I've just mentioned before. They tend to sell the property out of fear. Thank you to media, who essentially does a good job in bringing the fear factor amongst the community very quickly. Instead of selling properties out of fear, you need to do some calculation and make those calculation-based decisions rather than emotion-based decisions. Number 10, and very important, cutting out the experts. Most of the new property investors, they think they can do everything by themselves. But in reality, you have your job, you may have your business, you might be having your family, or you may have some community service commitments. So you need to be surrounded by a group of experts that can help you to get into your property game as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. Ensure that you have a good mortgage broker, an accountant, a conveyancer, a buyer's agent, and a good property manager into your side to make sure you make the right decisions when you buy the property, before you buy the property, after you buy the property, and how you manage the property as well. If you don't want to make these expensive and common mistakes, then contact me. My name is Gurpreet Miglani from First Brick Real Estate Buyers Agency. More than happy to jump on a call with you for free and help you guiding the process.